Ladbrokes is rated A by SBR. Click on their logo to learn more.
Hi, I'm Natalie Rydstrom and welcome to World Sports Weekly. Moving to the winning continent, and we have two continents that are joint favourites at this stage. Is this a risky market or one that we can make a profit from? Joining us now to lend us his expert betting advice is sports writer Alex Peace from that'sagold.com. Alex, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, the two favourites, and no surprise, are Europe and South America, both priced at 2. Now, on one hand, we have the fact that no European team has ever won in America, but out of the top 10 teams predicted to win, 7 of those are from Europe, giving Europe more chances statistically to win. However, the top 2 teams predicted to win, which is Brazil, who have won the World Cup the most times, 5, and who have played in every tournament since it started in Uruguay in 1930, and Argentina have won 2 titles, making the argument for picking South America quite strong. What are your thoughts here? Do you have a clear winner in mind, and how will you play this market?
For a long time, when I was looking at sort of who was going to win it, I was really on side of Brazil. In South America, in Brazil, the whole the home nation, home crowd behind them. I thought, yeah, Brazil can do this. And then all of a sudden, they did their squad with these last couple of weeks. I was a little bit underwhelmed by it. So all of a sudden, I sort of thought maybe it's not as cut and dry as I thought. So I think Brazil do have a really good chance still. Maybe not as quite as big favourites as I thought they were. But I think if you're not looking at Brazil, Argentina have a lot of good attacking players. Bit weak in goal for me. They don't have a great goalkeeper, Argentina. And then Germany. I think if you're looking at sides from Europe, you've got to look at Germany. They've got a great all-round squad, players who can do great things in every position. So I think those 3, and then Spain. You can't ever rule out Spain in these things because they've got the pedigree now and they know what they're doing. So those 4 are the big 4 for me.
Exactly. Now, looking there, they're both priced at 2 here. Are you going to play this market? Do you have a winner here?
I think it's a really interesting market and one I probably will play. As you said, I think if it's going to be a South American one, realistically, it's going to be Brazil or Argentina. But then when you go to Europe, I'd say there's 5 or 6 European nations that maybe could win it. You've obviously got Germany, Spain, Italy. That's 3 already there who are really good sides. So I think if I was going to go for it, I probably would go for Europe. I know that statistic, they've never won a European side, never won it in South America. Mm-hmm. But there's so much quality in those European sides. And I just think there's so many of them. They could be a good bet.
Yes, and maybe, it's been since 1962 that a team, which actually was Brazil, that won it at 2 consecutive times. Could this be Spain's year maybe to win it a second time?
Well, they've won 2 consecutive European championships now, and not a lot of people thought they'd do that in 2012. They got to the 2012 Euros, and me included, I thought they were past it a little bit. They'd be tired, and they walked it in the end. They won the final 4-0 against Italy. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's out of the question that Spain could go and win this.
Well, both continents are priced at 2. We've got about a month to go. Can you in any way see the odds shortening, getting longer? Can you see the odds moving?
I think they might do a little bit. I think South America might get a bit shorter because I know a lot of people do fancy Brazil, and I think if people are betting on Brazil to win it, those odds will come in a little bit. So maybe if you wait a little bit, you might get a better price on Europe.
Okay, well, let's have a quick brief look at the other continents here. We suddenly have a big drop in odds with Africa priced at 56. Is there any chance of an outsider can win this?
I don't think there is, unfortunately. I think African football especially has come a very long way. Ivory Coast have some great players like Yaya Toure, but just that step up is just too big still. They still have a lot of average players in those squads. It's going to be Europe or South America unless something drastically goes wrong for all the European and South American nations for me.
Okay, so as far as continents go, this is a 2-horse race. Who will it be? Alex Peace from that'sagold.com. You can find the link in the description below this video. They provide free football betting tips and the latest bookmaker offers for all major football leagues. Do be sure to check it out. Alex, thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much.